Let's move on and see here. We're going to be able to see GBB versus TW. It's Oniisuke Sosuke now and 05. We have known Oniisuke from IVS. I'm quite sure they weren't in Cash, but they were in another team the last time. But we're going to be going against TW Happy's Hunter here, who's going to come out as Ivy. Ivy against his team comp wouldn't necessarily be bad, but chasing after Priestess might not be that much of a bad idea, especially with the fact that, like, placing down portals just means you're going to waste more time standing stationary in a spot. So you get more fear stack. So I feel like for Priestess here, it's either that you put a portal down when you get leech so you can get it ASAP, or just don't do it all mid-chase, because then it's not really worth it, and especially if it can get cancelled by Ivy as well. With that in mind, the team comp will be Coordinator, First Officer, Priestess, and the Aeroplanist here. And of course, our bands are Magician, Psychologist, followed up by Acrobat, and then Barmaid. It's not too much of a bad band, but with ETN being brought out here as well, our first chase, preferably speaking here, first chase most likely should be Priestess, because Priestess isn't that much of a bad chase here. And even if they do vault over the window, it doesn't really matter, because you'll just get free 20 stacks. But it seems like we're not going to follow up on Priestess here, sadly. I feel like Priestess might have been a tiny bit better, but persona-wise, it's going to be Instant Attention alongside with Berserker Rage and Desperate Fight. As we're going to go for Aeroplanist here. I mean, Aero isn't too bad as well. You can cancel Aero's jetpack to a certain extent, and for Aero here himself, he also does know that he can just jetpack out of Ostrakhan range. So right now, I guess what it really matters is how long this guy can contain. Definitely for long, yes, but the moment we look back, is pretty bad, as we did cancel Window Vault there, but Happy didn't get the hit. I'm surprised we didn't get the hit, especially since Aeroplanist doesn't have Flywheel or Weber's Law. So right now this is pretty bad. It is actually pretty bad. You're gonna need to bring ETM back. You're gonna have to bring ETM back here to get the Scream on ASAP. We're gonna be able to get 95 stacks here, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters, because for Aeroplanist, just force the 100 stack and run. And right now in this case scenario, it's not too bad as well, since you already forced yourself to use Blink here, so that's pretty bad, especially for Ivy here as well. Yes, he can be leashed within the next 5-6 seconds, but you're still at a very, very bad scenario here for yourself, especially for, okay, never mind, wait, we got through, but we got hit then. Okay, we ran straight towards her. Okay, I did not expect us to run straight towards her. I genuinely didn't expect that. I thought we would just run back and hide in the corner more than doing that, but I guess that's okay for now. As we see as well, First Officer is now currently near middle and getting ready to come in here for the rescue. We are finished around 2.5 Cypher machines, which is still pretty slow from the survivor's point of view, but I guess the good part of all of this really is just the fact that it is 2 minutes in towards the game when Aeroplanist was chaired, so that's not too bad. First Officer here is still trying to buy as much time as possible. He does have one last pocket there remaining left to use. Did he hit the chair? He didn't, but he got a no damage rescue there anyway, so that's fine. Allowing Aeroplanist here to get away safely. Now, of course, we don't have any items remaining, but that's okay. There's still a window nearby. Lawn portal, we probably shouldn't take it. That's kind of a bad lawn portal there. Yeah, so there's no point in taking that. Kind of losing target here. We are max presence, by the way, Happy. We should leech and then immediately corruption transfer into extra 40 stacks, please. Thank you. And then ETN did the Scream, but we were on the other side of the pallet, but that's okay, because once again 2.5 seconds is 2.5 seconds. But aside from that, we're going to be able to see 3.5 Cypher machine guns right here. Okay, it seems like it's a good tie game. From the survivor's point of view here, right, if they want to win, they need some really good assistance from Priestess and from Coordinator. So like, Priestess needs to get her portals ready in middle, but it seems like she is close to middle, which is fine, but Priestess does need to get portal ready to be able to assist. But it seems like they're going to start off with a lot of I guess it's just, oh, that's a very nice dodge. Yeah, for Cordy there, might not be the best case scenario. We're going to be able to get a hit down on towards Coordinator, but with the pallet drop down there, and now at 47 stacks, we just leech and TP. Yeah, just leech and TP. The fail gun there might have hurt a little bit, but I don't think the gun would have mattered much, especially when Ivy had such a huge artifact Ostracon range there as well to be used, but we are going to be able to finish 4 Cypher Machines here at least. The only issue is the fact that Coordinator doesn't really have yeah, Coordinator might not be the worst place possible right now. Well, we're not chairing Cordy, which is good. I feel like maybe you should put Yitin there and then go chair Cordy. No, we decide not to chair Cordy here. Sosuke coming in right now as the priestess. We're going to be able to get the leech, but we're not going to teleport over just yet. We're going to teleport over right after we have placed down Yitin. And then knowing that Priestess is nearby, Priestess having 38 stacks, you could leech on towards Priestess, but your Yitin is at the other side of the map right now, so you're just trying to catch someone off guard. That's going to be the first officer on the opposite side, but that doesn't matter, because FO is already... I mean, FO's Pocket Watch just forces the leech to come off. So what can you do there? What can you do there? As we do see as well, Coordinator looking for an item in chest. She did get an elbow pad, which isn't bad. But we're probably going to have to either start a new Cypher Machine or start decoding. There's only 2 options right now. Okay, we're waiting for Ostracon to be ready. We did decide to bring back Yitin. And now we are waiting around, it seems. As first officer is also looking for an item. He got a wand. Okay, survivors are going to play really long endgame here. They're going to play really long endgame. Because like they can definitely get it high. But even for Ivy here, if you really want a map control, unless you're Dream Witch, it's highly unlikely for that to happen. As we did force ourselves out of the Psychic Intrusion. But right now FO will be 100 stacks screamed. And we will be able to get the hit down. But even with that in mind, survivors did manage to fully heal here, which still isn't too bad, as we did get crows popping out from the priestess since she was rotating out quite a lot early game without touching a Cypher Machine. And now with the Coordinator wanting to come in to rescue, I would say, right, the real good question is, would this be the best option? Would this really be the best option, as we won't get the leech there? We're going to look around for Coordinator here as well, as we did get 30 stacks, 34, 35, 37 stacks. And a Priestess on the other side there as well, so that's an immediate leech. I'm going to drop that down. Okay, so that's that. Okay, we're going to try to get Cordy down here then. I say getting Cordy down might be the best case scenario here. Cordy is 76. We didn't teleport towards Priestess, but we do have Blink. No! First officer's right there. What are you doing? That's 78. That's 83. That's not enough. No, you get first officer down. You get first officer down. I feel like hitting and then coming... maybe it wouldn't work. You know what? No, maybe it wouldn't work. Maybe since he's worried about the Ostracon. Maybe it just wouldn't work like that. We're gonna bring that back. We do see where first officer is. Do we want to go for Priestess here then? Is the main question. We're gonna teleport over straight towards Priestess. Priestess 93% Cypher Machine. We're gonna teleport back here immediately the moment first officer coming. Come on, Ivy. Nicely done. That's gonna be 100% stack onto its first officer here immediately, as the Cypher Machine's at 93%. But we do know for the fact that Coordinator doesn't have borrowed time, so the moment that Priestess actually comes in the rescue, we're gonna have to take a lot into consideration here, especially with the fact that like it's a 92% Cypher Machine. Yes, we do see where Coordinator here is as well. Yes, are we going to leech on towards Cody? But Cody does have an extra elbow pad. Is she gonna elbow pad away? She isn't, but she did get 21 stacks right there. But elbow pad here will be consumed just to counter it all. And of course with the teleportation back here, Sally, another 14-second cooldown on towards our Extracon. What? Ostracon next to the chair. That's gonna be Priestess then. That's gonna be Cypher Machine pop and Coordinator here. No borrowed time. Our ETA barely realizing that. But for now, it seems like still going after first officer would be the best option, as first officer is second chair if I am not wrong. So like with the pickup and ET here, looking around to see where the survivors are, there's not a chair at graveyard, but with Onisuke going towards the other side of the map, this should at least guarantee a 3-man elimination here for Happy, which isn't too bad at the end of the day, since Priest is on the other side right now, is trying to roam out. I'm going to teleport over here immediately as well. 23 stacks, but it seems like we are going to see if we can get the blink in. I mean, there isn't dungeon nearby, so it wouldn't be too bad. And we kind of are just waiting right now. We really kind of are just waiting right now. So I would say more or less it's a matter of time. We've 62 stacks right now. We're going to be able to get a revelation from Etienne, and that's going to be a 3-man elimination. Let's congratulate TW here for the 3-man elimination. Moving on straight towards game 2. No, second half. Ugh. Okay, it seems like Romy will be playing as Ivy here as well from GBB. We're going to be able to see OVO here from TW as well. OVO was in Cash and in Koa multiple times. But I guess this is his new team. But aside from that, we're going to be able to see Acrobat, Cheerleader, Enchantress, and Gardener here. Enchantress coming out as game 1 against Ivy is very interesting. But for the ban picks here, it will be Priestess, Magician, and followed up by the double rescuer here, First Officer, and of course the mercenary. From the survivor's point of view, this isn't the best choice when it comes to team comps. Maybe you could have subbed out Gravekeeper instead of Enchantress, because you do need at least one guarantee rescuer, because I mean, I know Cheerleader does counter the Ivy, but even if Cheerleader counters the Ivy, you still will need a rescuer. But we're going to be moving on towards the game here as Ivy spawns at the 4 corner here near quadruple breakable walls. It seems like our first chase would be going a little bit straight towards... No, we're going to turn our heads towards Cheerleader here. We could potentially teleport towards Cheerleader and force a double pump-on out. But right now going towards OVO, who is the Enchantress. Ench versus... okay, we decide to bring Etienne back. I was about to say Ench will be pretty interesting to see as first chase, since she doesn't really have flywheel but instead window speed boost here instead. But since all survivors are rotating here anyways, we're going to be able to get a 40 stack Scream, and of course with that in mind, that's going to be immediate leech, as we do force Acrobat in the same area as the Oster Colony. It seems like we're able to get a stun right there, and without any flywheel to hit registered. Oh damn, that actually registered. That's an extra 23 stacks on towards the Acrobat, and Blink will be ready really soon here as well. It seems like we're gonna throw Etienne out and maybe start locking Cypher machines, or even just wanting to get more Scream stacks on towards this Acro holding on towards this red ball here. Once again, he didn't jump, but he is looking for ways to escape, as X here is still currently on the run. We did get our 100 stacks, and that's going to be Acro down without using Blink. Romy here, very nice controls on the Ivy. But of course, there is still an unknown variable there, which is the Enchantress still out on the field. But can Enchantress really do much against Ivy? Theoretically speaking, no. Because once you open max presence, it's all about that corruption transference. And you get extra 40 stacks, and another 20 stacks. So like, it'll be interesting to see. It will be pretty interesting to see here from TW Survivor's point of view. We do have Cheerleader here with Titan. We did manage to get a leech on, as well as we are still waiting around. We did get 56 stacks. That's a Terror Shock down. The Cheerleader, that shouldn't have happened, my friend. That should not have happened, my friend. Why? No. As Enchantress will be coming towards the rescue. We will be able to get the normal rescue on towards Acrobat, and a good body block there from Ench, but that's okay. We'll just cheer the Cheerleader and then teleport straight towards Acrobat, even if Acrobat has balls right here. I think if you can get a Revelation Scream immediately followed up by a teleportation, it might not be bad. But with Gardener there nearby as well, holding on towards the ball, we're going to be able to get the leech and the teleportation out. But it seems like we did not actually jump out, as we were switching balls there from Acrobat's point of view. That is pretty bad in multiple case scenarios, especially with the fact that like you're only 2.5 Cypher machines done, but there's only 3 survivors left on the field. Enchantress hasn't been able to do much here. From the Korean side, it seems like Enchantress was like a trump card hidden pick from their point of view, but like the 3-man elimination here from their Hunters last game might just end up as a 4-man elimination for GBB's Hunter. Once again, Ench might have not been the best case scenario here, but we did manage to miss the blink hit there. Very nice sidestep done by OVO, as our stream is still lagging out pretty much. But with these 1-stack curses, it really is just about how and when are we going to be able to catch up, as OVO here vaulting over the pallet, getting a bit of a pallet speed boost. But even so, we do have ET on the other side right now. 4 seconds left on towards the cooldown of Revelation before we can get that extra 40 stack on towards Ench. And it seems like we did manage to miss it there just barely. as changing targets here immediately, going towards the middle, looking for the cheerleader who was chair, but with double palm on here might be a little bit harder to actually teleport towards her. We're also trying to look for Gardner here, who is a full health, just to start map controlling the game as soon as possible, since they are still one full cipher machine down here from TW Survivor side. Romy just needs to keep as much of a cool mind as possible. Needing to find Gardner right here might be a little bit hard, but that's okay. But that's okay for now. Enchantress here is getting free stacks 24/7. Even with the revelation scream, that it doesn't matter. The wall's just a bit too long to be playing. We're gonna teleport straight towards Gardner. Very nicely done. Can we need the revelation scream right here on Gardner, and that's an immediate hit. Okay, everyone at half health. We can teleport back towards Ench now. We can actually teleport back towards Ench now. You don't have to go after cheerleader. Just go after Ench. You actually just have to go after Encher. Stay middle, or go after cheerleader, which is main body, and then go after Ench. After Encher will be the best case scenario. Can we find the survivors is going to be the big question. Do we see them? We do see them. We're going to be able to leech on towards Enchantress right here. Enchantress, we don't have corruption transference, but that's okay. Blink is ready in 50 odd seconds. 50 odd seconds is still 50 odd seconds, and it seems like for now 73 stacks here on towards Ench. And even if Ench wants to go in between that pallet, that does, well, I guess the revelation scream did do something. Okay, charge attack here is a bit weird. We're trying to play mind games here once again, and Ench not going down. Just say, oh, feel very nice side steps here. I mean, it's kind of expected from a ballet dancer. He doesn't actually do ballet, but he does main female dancer. So with two cipher machines at 50% right here, Romy has a huge potential of 4-man eliminating. A huge potential of 4-man eliminating. It's especially with the fact that, like, you can, if we can find it's especially with the fact that if we can find cheerleader, it'll change the game by a lot as well. But even with that in mind, from a survivor's point of view right here too, you're not going to be able to, I don't think you're going to be able to finish the cipher machine on time to rescue who again? To rescue our friend Ench. Because we do two main reasons, right? Right now what we can do is we can just throw ETM back towards us and then teleport over towards the last cipher machine middle while teleportationing out. And then, like, with the leech on this side of the map as well, this only just means one thing and one thing only. And that is honestly okay. We're gonna go double stack here instead, just so you can't take, well, I mean, that's fine too. That works as well. As HZH, let's teleport out, shall we? Oh, wait a second, we're slowly losing stacks. I mean, I guess that works as well. Two Ostracons cancelling out everything. I guess that works as well. As Poe here will get down here immediately, and it will be a 4-man elimination here for GBB. Once again, that Enchantress pick. Yes, Enchantress did manage to kite. But was it really a good pick here, especially with a terror shock down on towards the cheerleader? Is a good question, but we will be moving on towards game 2 then, because this is a 4-man elimination game on anyways, moving on.